The Faroe Islands, one of the most beautiful and remote places in the world. An incredible archipelago of steep cliffs, lush valleys, and panoramic views. This place is an absolute hiking paradise, and the best part is the complete solitude you will experience. In this video, I'm going to take you through the top 10 hikes that you cannot miss when you visit this magical place. Whether you're an experienced hiker or just looking for some unforgettable views, these trails are sure to make your Faroe Islands adventure unforgettable. Before we get into the list, I just wanted to also mention some key tips when it comes to hiking here. First up, let's talk about the weather. The Faroe Islands are famous for their unpredictable weather. You can experience all 4 seasons in a single day, so pack layers. A good waterproof jacket is essential, and don't forget waterproof hiking boots, as the paths are extremely muddy and slippery at most times of the year. The wind here can also be very strong and very unpredictable. Keep a safe distance from the edges no matter how good the photo opportunity might look. Secondly, navigation is key. Trails in the Faroes aren't always well marked. Download offline maps on your phone using the All Trails app, and always let someone know where you're going, especially if you're tackling a remote hike solo. Next, respect the locals in their land. Many trails cross private property, and you might even find yourself walking through fields of sheep. Always stay on the marked paths and close any gates you open. Finally, take your time to soak it all in. The Faroe Islands are a place of raw, untamed beauty. Pause, enjoy the views, and leave no trace. Trælanípa. Located in the first island of Vega, it is one of the first hikes you'll stumble across when you land in the Faroes. This 6.8 kilometer, 1.5 hour easy return hike will set you back 200 Danish krone, which is paid at the cafe building at the trailhead in card or cash. This hike is reasonably flat and an easy walk until you reach the pinnacle overlooking the incredible optical illusion, a lake above the ocean. Next, Drangarnir and Tindhólmur. One of the most iconic hikes in all of the Faroes will come at a steep cost. Due to it being on private land, a private mandatory guide will set you back a whopping 800 Danish krone, which will take you across a 3.5 hour return, moderately difficult hike across very narrow and steep muddy paths until you reach the pinnacle to witness these sea stacks in their glory. Dunnesdrangar. Another iconic hike in the island of Vega that you must see. Traversing across private land, a guide is mandatory to book in advance and will set you back 350 Danish krone, as the path is unmarked and very unclear. This 6 kilometer, 1.5 hour easy return hike really hides any view of grandeur until you reach the very end, where you are greeted with the most breathtaking view. Klakkur. Located above the town of Klakkur, this hike begins at the parking lot situated at the end of a dodgy gravel road with limited space. An easy but muddy uphill that will take you 1.5 hours return to complete across its 4 kilometer stretch, providing you with panoramic views of the town and the mountains in the distance. Ásmundarstakkur. If you reach the southernmost island of Suðuroy, you will find a 6 kilometer, 1.5 hour return easy hike that is free of charge, taking you from a farmhouse parking lot, across some gorgeous coastlines, towards the most precarious wooden bridge ever. Just be careful of wet or windy conditions. There is also the option to make this hike longer if you wish to plan a loop around, but I just walked back the same way. Fossá. Along your drive around the Faroes, it's really hard to miss this roadside stop, but it is easy to miss the hidden hike here. From the parking lot, you can enjoy the views from the bottom. However, this 1.4 kilometer, 40-minute return hike to the right, it'll make your way up to the second tier of one of the biggest waterfalls in the Faroes that you can't miss. Mýlingur. The most difficult hike in the Faroe Islands. A brutal 11-kilometer, 6-hour return hike that is thankfully free of charge. This hike starts in the town of Sjónarvík, and it's best to start early as this hike is a rough one. Using an All Trails app is critical for this hike as the path is very obscure if there is no one else around. It involves a steep start and flattens out more as you reach the end. However, you will then be faced with going down a very steep cliff face to be up close to the Mýlingur view, or appreciating it from far away. However, it is well worth it. Trust me on this. Hvithamar. Located in the island of Eysturoy, this hike was one of the best value for the time that it took. An easy 1.5 kilometer, 1 hour return hike across a short and slightly steep muddy path that is free of charge and rewards you with one of the best 360-degree views that the Faroe Islands have to offer. Especially with the right lighting, it can truly be magical. Kallur Lighthouse. The island of Fossá houses one of the most well-known hikes that can only be reached by taking a pre-booked ferry to this island. This 3.7 kilometer, 2-hour return easy hike will set you back around 200 Danish krone, which is paid at the cafe near the trailhead. This relatively flat hike will lead you up to the iconic ridgelines with phenomenal views all the way in the distance. Just mind your step as the drop-offs are very steep and the paths can be muddy and slippery. Villingardsfjall. The road leading to the end of the Faroes also ends with this 4.5 kilometer, 4-hour return hike that will cost you around 200 Danish krone, which is paid in cash via the mailbox at the trailhead. This hike starts smooth but becomes very difficult as you traverse steep gravelly and muddy cliffs, as well as huge boulder scrambling as you reach the top. But you will be rewarded with crater-like rock formations shooting out of the ocean. A well worth it way to end the Faroe Islands. So, these were my top 10 hikes of the Faroe Islands in all their glory. It is something that you truly have to just experience here for yourself in real life. And I hope this video acts as a guide to really showcase what you can experience for yourself. So, have I convinced you yet? If you would like a more detailed 8-day travel and hiking guide of the Faroe Islands with travel tips including where I slept, what to bring, as well as a complimentary pinned Google Maps and even a Notion travel guide template, link is in the description down below. Also, feel free to check out my official travel video as well. And if you like what you see, check out my website, socials, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, see ya.